I'm a little outside Brookings, and my car, I got my shade. People can't see in because it's all black, but I can see out. So I'm still visible, or people are still visible, but they just can't see me. I'm letting my feet dry because pretty sweaty all day long. I went towards Natural Bridges, and it was muddy and dirty. But my Jackery's in here, my pee bottle, my bag of clothes and socks, ice chest, table, backpack. I got my pillow, my lantern, my bottle of water. I got 2 knives right next to me. My bear spray, it's behind my seat, and I also got a shade back here so people can't see me, but I can see them. I might show you guys tomorrow how it looks like on the outside, but it's pretty comfy. And my sleeping bag, so here. And I got my blanket here in case it gets too cold. Right now it's pretty hot. It's only gonna be like 54. And my blanket, it's in here. So I'm gonna eat the last pair right there, or the first pair. And that's my other lantern up there. So I got 2 lanterns. And my shoes is over there. And it should be pretty safe because it's a van right there. And another van back there and a couple trucks. And on the other side over there, there's a few more cars too. But that side just looks a little bit more creepier than this side. This side's a little bit nicer, and plus, if anything happens, I could just jump to the front and drive straight out. So, yeah. I got my Black Diamond 400 lumen. So, when it get dark, at least I could put on the strobe and blind somebody if they do come up. But I think with the cars out there too, should be safe. Should be good. And I think there's like a worker over there too. The ranger or the park cleaner just took off. He was driving pretty slow around all the cars. So I think he's like, what are these cars doing? You're not supposed to be on the truck side. Cause we're all on the truck and RV side because there's no truck or RV here. And on the car side, there are a few cars that they look kind of sketchy. So I don't want to park over there. Plus, it's kind of at this weird sideways slant. So you're going to be rolling to one side. Well, this is a little slant towards backward, so it's not that bad. It's about 5 o'clock right now. Cars are leaving, and it might be for my alarm clock. Rest for another 30 minutes, and then I'll wake up. Okay, it's 5:15 right now, and not bad. Got a little condensation on my windows, but to be given. It's about 50 degrees, and I'm pretty toasty. My feet is covering my sleeping bag, and my upper chest is in my blanket because I like to sleep different. I like my toes to be nice and toasty because once they're cold. And I like my chest to be a little bit less because I make more body heat with my chest. So I like the thinner blanket. Comfy all night long. A few cars left already. Feels good though. Nice and rested. It's very nice and foggy.
or misty. The trail's gonna be ugly. I don't know if I should go to the north end or the south end again. I definitely want to go back, but so muddy. So the condensation, that's actually from inside the car. I had to use my towel to dry this eye off. Yeah, it was pretty thick last night, but it's nice and toasty inside the car though. So I'm trying to see if when the sun rises, it'll give it a little different look, because it should have some sun rays coming through, and that should give it a really good look. But I don't want to wait too long because I'm trying to go to Crater Lake, and I know I'm on vacation. I should take my time, but I'll wait a little bit more. Usually about 7 o'clock, the sunrise should start coming through. It's still early. I drove off about 5:30, so it's probably maybe like 6:10, 6:15, or 6:30. I don't know, but pretty, very pretty though. But this rock is just attached to this bigger rock, so that rock is still break, and it has danger. Do not enter. So be smart, cause that if you slip, you're done. There's no way you come back up. And muddy shoes, yeah, that's something else too. So pretty much my destination is to get to here at Natural Bridges in Oregon, and it's at Brookings. And if you go on Instagram and all kind of other places, you always see this cool scenery shot, the rocks on the coast and all, and it's like I gotta do it. I gotta drive up there and check it out. I gotta check out the Oregon coast. The sun's starting to shine through little by little. I don't think I'm gonna get those hard sun rays, but I'll wait a little bit more and then I'll bounce. The time that I went was when it had a little bit more moisture. I don't know if it rained before or a couple days before, but there was a lot of moisture on the ground, so everything was a lot of wet, muddy, and you are walking on the cliff. And the best way to do is to go on the north in the north side of Natural Bridges. You will be doing a little steep descent and a nice up climb on the way back. But if you choose a nice drier day, the hike will be a little bit easier with all the sketchiness. But their beaches over at Oregon, it's amazing, and it's all free. I made my way across Oregon into Crater Lake National Park. I have never been here before, or even stepped foot in Oregon until this trip. And the hike was very amazing. My official hiking trail that I wanted to do over here was up here onto the Watchman Tower, and you could have a little bit better view above it. But as you can see, it's covered up in snow, and I think those tracks are actually from the park ranger. So I met with these guys out here as we're all hiking, and I told them it's a no go, man. It's not good.
A long hike back by myself. Saw some weird tracks. Well, it looks like it's like an animal, some kind of dog or canine, coyote or something. But beautiful though, very beautiful. Look at all that. Oh, there's some people over there, way over there. But nice and cool though. I like it. Crater Lake. Kind of wish. I thought it was summer. The clear would be no, not clear. The trail would be clear, so I could get up to that peak. That's the Watchman Peak or Watch something Peak, and supposedly, I don't know. I got to burp, but supposedly that has like one of the best view of the islands and the whole Crater Lake. But didn't get to go this time. Still pretty good. Still worth it. Walking 4.7 miles from the other parking lot or round trip, and 2.5 miles or whatever. And still pretty good. It's worth it. It was nice, cool. Some snow. I go over there and dry off my feet a little bit, just from wearing my shoes all day long, and maybe it might have been wet earlier from when I was washing my shoes at Natural Bridges in Brookings. But yeah, it's beautiful. I like it. Can't really beat this. I mean, hiking a national park, Crater Lake, and I'm surprised that lake is like super blue, like very blue and nice. Let's go behind him. Yeah, they're finally coming there. So if I hit the Redwoods, Glass Beach, what is it? Siskiyou National Forest. Was it Natural Bridges, Crater Lake, and some driving around, pulling off on the side, checking some things out. There's some really cool stuff. But I'm really missing fishing, so I might go home a little early. Not today, but a little early in my vacation to go do some fishing. A little relaxed time, and I kind of missed a dry, dead area like Fresno. It's so green. The forest up here, the forest in Oregon is freaking amazing. It's so green and lush, and it's just beautiful. I mean, you got tall trees, yeah, all kind of bush and ferns, and everything's just so lively and wet, but beautiful, very beautiful.
I wish I had some recording of the Klamath Lake and River because that lake is massive. But this is also one of the stops I always wanted to try and stop and check it out, which is Mount Shasta. It's pretty huge, pretty big, and very amazing to watch or just to enjoy the scenery.
Driving on a dirt road. Why? Because of that. Exactly, because of that. So I should have brought a bigger pot, but I bought some what is it, 13 by 15 shrimp, deveined, not peeled, and gonna make some shrimp cocktail out here at the coast. I'm at Big Sur right now, and I had to do a little bit at a time because I brought my smaller pot. Those are cooked and ready to go, but I'm gonna try to cook a little bit more. Well, the hard part is they're still kind of frozen, or pretty much frozen, and it's gonna take a while to boil them all. I don't know if I'm hungry and it just tastes really good, or if the shrimp is actually really good, because just ate one. I was about to peel all of them, but it's kind of hot, and I just ate one. Delicious, pretty damn good, dude. It's like sweet and shrimpy flavor.
So the sun's about to set right now, and it's looking pretty good. Got a little bit more than the sun was set, but pretty good. It's nice and cool over here though. Way cooler than back home. Well, open my door. I keep on getting bugs flying in. I know this video is a little different from my usual videos, but this is actually what I actually really like to do, and I enjoy doing it more. It's more relaxing. You drive to any destination you want. You sleep in your car. You stop wherever you want to stop and take a nap, or wake up whenever you want to wake up and just go for a drive. Nothing holding you back, and just any stop that you see that just looks good, you could just pull over. And to be able to crash in your car and watch the sun set and even a little bit of sunrise, it's a beautiful thing. And right now, I already came back from Oregon, and I'm just mixing a whole lot of shots in together because I wasn't planning on making any videos to post up. But since I got so, I figured I might as well do something. And right now, I'm at south of Big Sur, just kind of enjoying the coast just because it's so nice. And living in California, we got such a long stretch of coast. You gotta visit the coast, and you just gotta enjoy it. And the weather is always nice. And also, a friend of mine told me about something that blew my mind. I never even realized it, but she said that if you watch on sunset, on some days you will see the little glimmer of green coming through as the sun's setting, like right about now. But on this trip, I didn't see it, so it was still fun just sitting there watching the sunset, sitting in my car, relaxing until dark time, so I could go hike the next morning. But very enjoyable sunset. I go up there, and it's getting warm. I'm already starting to sweat. Woo! It was lower 50s in the morning, but right now it feels like it's already in the 70s. I mean, it's gonna be in the 80s later. I don't know, but it feels hot. Oh yeah, it's getting warm, really warm. Woo. I'm starting to sweat. It's not even like it's fun to work out, it's just warm. I'm at the coast, but yet it's warm. The sun is hot, and I'm wearing a black shirt and I feel all the heat through my black shirt. Woo! Hot. Woohoo! But look at the view. Wow. Woohoo! So many mosquitoes. Oh man, my back is still sweaty, but at least I'm hiking in the shade, and sure feels a whole lot nicer. Once I get back to the sun over there, let's see. Whew. Oh yeah, way high now. Damn mosquitoes. I think I'm actually high enough in elevation where the mosquitoes are not around anymore. The mosquitoes are a little bit lower, but yeah, pretty cool. Woo. Yeah, this morning I woke up like at 4 something in the morning.
because I really need to take a piss. I drank way too much last night, and I'm like, man, it's so dark outside. Kind of creepy in a way. But I got out, got my lantern on, about to take a piss, and when you're sitting, it's kind of weird to pee. And all of a sudden, here a guy go, "Morning." I'm like, "Morning." I'm like, "Who's around?" I didn't hear any walking. I'm like, yeah, shit, that's kind of creepy. And then I found out later as I was driving north when I woke up that it was a dude on a bike, and kind of creeped me out a little bit. I'm like, who the heck is like camping next to my car? Because there's no cars around me at all. So that was kind of weird.
The trail is 5 miles in and 5 miles back out. The trail is actually very narrow, so if you do hike this trail, give way, give room for each other. It is kind of steep in some areas and kind of sketchy, and I have read on some reports that they have seen mountain lions out here. So if you hike alone like I do, bring bear spray or knives or something just for protection. But it's a good hike, and then when you come back down, just enjoy the beach. So hopefully you guys like this video.